We're over now. Let's see, it's organic.
Organic, yes.
Well, what does it mean to be organic?
Well, there's no pesticides. There's no synthetic pesticides on it. So it's grown on a soil that's been free from any spray or anything for at least 3 years. In other words, they could get a piece of land and it takes 3 years before it gets transferred into organics. And the way they do is to clean the soil, they put nutrients in there, and they don't use, once the soil is ready, they don't use any pesticides or any other synthetics that it's bad, it's harmful to a human being.
Now, does it, in your opinion, does it really make a difference?
It makes a difference. I think it's, even I was 10, 12 years ago when the organics started in the big ways, I didn't take them too seriously, but then I really switched over because I saw in actuality, if you really, I mean, there is a difference in terms of, it's a cleaner living, I think. If you really, there are people that, shoppers in Fairway, which our organic produce makes up about 14% of our sales. It's kind of big and it's growing at a rapid pace than any other category in the produce department. So it's doing quite well, and there's a huge following for it. And I got to tell you, I feel better eating organics. I could tell the flavor. A lot of products are much more flavorful. Let's say the strawberries. If you buy organic strawberries certain times of the year, they're not commercialized. They're grown at a slow pace, and they're so much sweeter. The sugar content is so much greater on the organic strawberry versus the regular berries. So there is a difference. I noticed my taste palette. I noticed the difference myself.
Well, I understand that they say, like, if you're going to get something like a banana, in other words, something with a hard skin, it's not as much as concern.
Right. Well, because there's in terms of, you could get away by buying and stuff that have a heavier skin. The way you pointed out, bananas a thick skin, so you could get away with you get away an avocado. It's got a thick skin. But when it comes down to apples, pears, it's a very soft layer of skin. So you really, I think if you really care about your intake, I think organic, it's far more, it's a cleaner living, and I will say that I am a devoted organic eater. I love all my veggies. I switched about 7, 8 years ago. If I got to bring in, I love broccoli. I love chards and broccoli and cauliflower. That's all organic. I'd rather buy organic than conventional.
Great.
Needless to say that conventional is still good, but perfect. It's a state of mind on time. Plus there's studies. If you take any vegetable that's grown organically, you take it to a lab, they'll see that it's cleaner, doesn't have all that residue that a conventional product has. There is a difference. In the lab, there is a difference.
Okay. Thanks a bunch.
Okay.